This is extremely helpful that we are meeting and hearing that the two of you are having such a good meeting. I can't imagine that the next meeting would take place without a ceasefire. So let's work on that, and let's try to put pressure on Russia, because the credibility of these efforts we are undertaking today, are depending on at least a ceasefire, and would like to see a ceasefire from the next meeting, which should be a trilateral meeting wherever it takes place.
I think it is an important day, a new phase, after 3 years and a half that we didn't see any kind of sign from the Russian side that there was a willing for dialogue. So something is changing, something has changed, thanks to you, thanks also to the stalling in the battlefield, which was achieved with the bravery of Ukrainians and with the unity that we all provided to Ukraine.
That was Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. For those of you listening on Sirius, she was rolling her eyes, frustrated at German Chancellor Friedrich Merz lecturing President Trump. He was demanding a ceasefire. Trump wants a full peace deal. A ceasefire just means more slaughter, more people killed. A peace deal does not. There's also this. Germany has bought $8.5 billion worth of Russian natural gas last year. That's a staggering 500% increase. Russia uses that money to finance its war in Ukraine. Joining us now from House Armed Services, Congresswoman Nancy Mace, who's also running to be governor of South Carolina. Congresswoman, great to see you again. Thank you for joining us. When you saw and heard about all this, what was your reaction?
Well, I mean, I love her. I think that her reaction was totally on par for what we're seeing overseas in Europe, and I share some of that frustration. And look, I want to say, number one, the world is strong when America is strong, and we have the strongest president in American history. If there was one man in the world who could get a peace deal done, there are sanctions on Russia, put the security guarantees in place, and make the world a safer place overseas, it is Donald Trump. We saw what he did during the Iran conflict with Israel, going in there surgically. He's been very smart about this from day one, and I support him in his endeavors here, and it looks like he's going to be very successful.
You know, media, the Democrats, they've been attacking President Trump. He's trying to stop the slaughter. But President Trump today revealed that Joe Biden did not talk to Putin for 3 years to get him to stop the slaughter. What do you think of that?
Well, you can't find peace when you hide from your enemies. And Trump wants a deal done. He's willing to help negotiate peace overseas. And the world is giving him the opportunity to do that. And Putin is listening. Zelensky is listening. By way of that, we know because of these bilateral and trilateral meetings that are happening right now. So I applaud him. He doesn't want an endless war overseas. He doesn't want to see American assets or troops on the ground. And this is a way to go about doing that and keeping everybody safe and showing that there can be peace between these countries.
Congresswoman, let's get your reaction to Stephen A. Smith of ESPN. He goes after Democrats like Biden and Obama over the Russia-Ukraine war and failing at it. Watch.
We ain't going to act like he caused this now. It's Democrats in office. It was Biden in office when a full-fledged war against Ukraine took place, courtesy of Russia's instigation, no matter what they try to say to Trump. It was Russia that invaded Crimea, and that was under the Obama administration. It was Clinton in office when you made a deal that disarmed the Ukraine and therefore weakened them, leaving them dependent on the United States.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Here's the deal. Former President Bill Clinton said he felt, quote, a personal stake in what's going on with Ukraine, given that the Clinton White House got Ukraine to give up its nuclear weapons. It could have stopped Putin, that armament, that power. Former President Barack Obama told the Russian president in March 2012 that he'd, quote, have more flexibility with Russia after the U.S. election, seeming to appease them. Later that same year, Obama slammed Mitt Romney for naming Russia as America's biggest threat, and then Russia invaded Crimea, and then Joe Biden didn't do anything for 3 years.
Right. And there were accusations that his family financially benefited from businesses in Ukraine as well. So, I mean, he's 100% right on this, that these things happened. Crimea happened under the Obama administration, and then Russia invading Ukraine in the Donbass region happened under the Biden administration. And they turned a blind eye. They turned a blind eye to it. In fact, when the war first started in America gave many assets to Ukraine, there was a slow roll by Biden's State Department to provide assets and resources to Ukraine when the war first broke out. So we have true leadership in Donald Trump, and I thank him every day for his leadership both on the Ukraine conflict and his dealings with Russia, but Iran and Israel and peace in the Middle East potentially. I mean, he's just shown great leadership that when we are strong, when our country is strong, there is peace, can be peace everywhere.
Thank you so much, Congresswoman Nancy Mace. It's great to see you again. Now, listen to this.